Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Outer Space Tarot. We're just going to do your reading for the next 7 days. Do keep in mind that this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're seeing it, you can apply it to your current timeline. Taurus, when I was meditating on your energy, I was getting that for some of you, there's been something that you've been secretly hoping for or wishing for. I feel like this is some type of a wish or maybe some type of desire that you really haven't outwardly expressed to anybody. I'm not too sure what it is because it can mean different things for a lot of you since this is a collective reading. Then I was also getting that you should adjust your posture maybe if you have bad posture, because when I was meditating, I just got the inclination to sit up really straight, and I have horrible posture by the way. Okay, so I can also take that advice. Okay, but there's something here about maybe your posture, your body language, that maybe altering that would put you in the energy that you want to be in, right? Then I also saw somebody doing mudras, which are these things are signs that you do with your hands. I think it's when you're meditating, but each mudra, I think that's how you pronounce it, or hand signal, when you're making them, they are for different things. So there's a mudra for focus, there's a mudra for more spiritual enlightenment. Okay, so I would definitely Google that because I'm not very well renowned in that subject. But without further ado, let's go ahead and grab some tea leaves here. Okay, that was a really long introduction. I feel like I always have long intros for you. Okay, what do we have going on for Taurus? What is going on for my lovely and handsome Tauruses? Okay, so we have December. Maybe this wish that you've had has been on your mind since December. Somebody can also be a Capricorn or a Sagittarius here. Okay, so something significant could have also happened in December that was kind of life changing or life altering. Okay, I feel like you guys have been on a whole new path since that month. Okay, what else do we have for Taurus? So, what else for Taurus? Then we also have bell announcement. Interesting. Okay, so there's going to be some type of announcement here. I don't know what this is in regard to. Now, maybe there was an announcement last December about something, but I'm kind of getting it. There's an announcement coming up for you. Okay, what else do we have for Taurus? What else? Then we have carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Okay, so yeah, like I said, you've been on some type of journey. Maybe you've been doing some soul searching since December of 2025. Also, when I saw this bell card, and or when it said announcement, I thought of pregnancy. And then right when I heard pregnancy, I pulled out this carriage card. And sometimes you put kids in a carriage, right? So there could be somebody who is announcing that they are expecting here, Taurus. Okay, I don't know if it's you or maybe it's somebody around you. Bottom of the deck here, we have a quill. Get back to the basics. Okay, so maybe there's something here, Taurus, about you wanting to simplify your life a little bit more, or getting your life maybe back to some type of simplicity that it once had, or that could just be advice, right? Also, with this quill here, a quill is like an old school pen, right? So there could be something about just simply writing certain things down for yourself, okay? But let's go ahead and take a look at the tarot. We'll take a look at the overall energy, the unexpected, as well as the possible outcome, okay? So as soon as I split the deck, we have the High Priestess and we have the Ten of Wands. Now, for some of you, there could be something to where you're feeling very burdened right now. I feel like if you are feeling very burdened, you're kind of keeping that inside with the High Priestess, okay? And maybe that's why we got that back to basics card, because things could feel a little bit too overcomplicated right now, and there are ways to simplify things for you, okay? But let's get into the tarot. We'll take a look at the overall energy, the unexpected, as well as the possible outcome. So for the overall energy, Taurus, we have the Five of Swords. Okay, so there could be some type of conflict that's going on within the next 7 days. There's somebody in your energy who I feel really wants to win at all costs in a situation. Now, I got this card for Aries as well. And I was telling Aries it could just be better really to not engage with somebody because they can't comprehend the fact that they just might be in the wrong. Okay. So yeah, there could really be somebody who's really stubborn in your energy. They are right no matter what. Okay. It's kind of just like, time to walk away from that situation. Be like, okay, yeah, whatever. You're right. Cool. Cool story, bro. All right. So then we also have the Empress here once again with the pregnancy. Okay, so Now, this could just be a mother figure. There could be some type of conflict with a mother figure in your life. Could be your own mom. Could just be, excuse me, could be somebody who simply is a mom. Okay. But yeah, I'm getting some type of conflict here, definitely with a mother figure. Taurus, also, if you are very attractive, well, I want to say actually, everybody who watches Outer Space Tarot is very attractive. You're definitely in the hot people's club. So there could also be somebody who is jealous of how attractive you are. The Empress has to do with also looking amazing and, very handsome, very beautiful. Okay, so there's definitely somebody in your energy who's just kind of nasty, to be honest. Okay, and I just feel like you need to ignore them. All right, because it's not really worth your time, effort, and energy. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the unexpected. What is the unexpected here for Taurus? Oops, one more shuffle, you guys. Sorry. So for the unexpected Taurus, we have the Page of Cups. I swear I got this card for you last time. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Okay. Now, this page here, pages can represent messengers. So once again, this could be this announcement here. I'm really getting pregnancy for something. Okay. Maybe somebody is pregnant or somebody in your family gets pregnant who you haven't spoken to for a while. But let's go ahead and clarify this Page of Cups. Clarified by the Ace of Cups. Interesting. Okay. So for some of you, there could be also a beginning of a love connection that happens unexpectedly for you within the next 7 days. Maybe you guys meet somebody and you kind of just start like talking or something like that. Okay. So there could definitely be some love in the cards for you here. But somebody can also be apologizing because the Page of Cups to me is also a card of apology as well. So there could be some type of peace offering in a situation here too. Okay, if it's not that, Taurus, I just really feel that you're starting to feel self-love again. Maybe you haven't felt the same self-love that you used to for yourself. Not saying that you don't love yourself, but there's something here about a new beginning or new journey of self-love. Okay, so and that's what this carriage card could be in regard to. But let's take a look at the possible outcome. What is the possible outcome for Taurus? What is the possible outcome for Taurus? So for the possible outcome, Taurus, we have the Page of Wands. So we have two pages here. This is telling me that you guys are definitely going to get a message or some type of announcement. Also, there is some type of new beginning, some type of new journey that's happening for you. I feel like your outlook is about to be really positive. Okay, if you haven't had a positive outlook or you haven't felt very positive as of late, I feel like the optimism is coming back. Okay, so let's clarify the Page of Wands. What is the Page of Wands here? And see, yeah, pages are also in reference to kids. So I'm telling you, you could hear about somebody's pregnancy. Okay. We also have the Six of Wands to clarify the Page of Wands. Yeah, so there's definitely a journey that you guys are starting here, Taurus. I feel like whatever this journey is here, it is going to be very successful, or at least it can be. Okay. I feel like this is a journey that you can come back very victorious from. Also, if you are of childbearing age, it might be you who gets the pregnancy news. So if you have been trying to conceive, I definitely do want to say congratulations because that looks like it might be in the cards. I'm not a doctor, but I will read the cards as I see them, okay? Bottom of the deck here, we have the Three of Cups. Yeah, there's definitely some type of celebration. Okay, there is some type of announcement here that does cause some happiness, okay? But let's go ahead and grab a few more cards here just to get some more information. So we have Eagle, higher perspective, foresight, and vision. Now we do have it reversed here, okay? So I kind of feel that somebody, I don't know, like there's something about not being watched as much anymore. There's something here about somebody who used to really keep an eye on you. I feel like they're probably backing off is what I'm getting with this Eagle card, okay? Then we also have Twilight in reverse, reflection and assessment. Yeah, okay, you know what? Like I said, with whoever this conflict is, they cannot see something from a higher perspective and they also cannot reflect on themselves. Okay, and this is confirmation. So, yeah, if you guys are in limbo with somebody or having some type of fight or some type of quarrel, just know that it's not even worth engaging because somebody cannot see the forest from the trees. I have everything in reverse. Oh my gosh. So then we have Cold One, belonging, relief, and sanctuary. Okay, so there's something here to where you're realizing that Maybe you don't have to be long in a certain situation or something like that. Okay, I feel like you're going on your own journey here. This is what I'm getting. It's like this solo journey. Bottom of the deck, we have good timing man, heartbreaker, silver tongue, and shadow. So there's something here, Taurus, about you not being manipulated by a certain entity anymore. But Taurus, I will leave your reading here. Thank you for watching, and I will